And now allow yourselves in going forward with your meditation to become comfortable, at ease, breathing gently, softly, and being kind to yourselves, being gentle with yourselves. And whatever music you wish to add, whatever images you wish to add, allow yourself to go with the flow and know that you are being given an opportunity to tell yourself a new story about who you are. An opportunity to recognize the symbols in the story that you present to yourself about yourself, and to more clearly understand and discern what it represents in terms of your positive and negative beliefs within you. So that you don't necessarily have to assume what others might assume a particular story might mean. That you have the ability to give meaning to all the elements of your story so that you don't fall asleep into victimhood, so that you don't have a life of stasis, but that you allow yourself to choose, no matter whether your experiences are what you prefer or not, choose the ability to always investigate what is creating what you're experiencing within your belief system, and always be able to identify it in the story that you're telling yourself, so that you really can write the story that you prefer to live, the story that you prefer to give, to share with others of who you are, truly who you are. And spin things into gold and free yourself to live the life of joy, freedom, power, happiness, creativity, and love that really are the essential vibrations of your inner being, your true core self, your signature vibration. Don't fall asleep. Don't slumber your life away. Act, investigate, discover. You will only discover more of yourself in the unknown. You will always find the answers if you seek them out, but you will not find them if you don't. Allow yourself to awaken in your story and be the true protagonist of your story, always taking action, always driving the story forward. Don't allow someone to come along and do it for you. Rescue yourselves by identifying those things that hold you back, that you believe hold you back, because it is only your belief that is doing so. Free yourself in your story. See the book, see the fairy tale that can be true. For all fairy tales, whether they be literal or not, always represent a deep truth within your reality and represent a way you can choose to live. So as you see yourself opening that book and reading any fairy tale, any story that you are going to absorb or experience as a part of your life, you get to write what those symbols mean, what those characters mean when they say what they say, and how you can form relationships to them. Relationships with your belief systems, which is what those characters represent. And allow yourself to know them, to see them clearly, to discern for yourselves which are really representative of positive and negative ideas. Do not be swayed by what some of the collective consciousness stories may tell you those stories should mean, those symbols should represent. Write your own story. Give them your own meanings. Write your own tales Because as we have said before, and will say now, and will probably say again, what your society has long considered to be nothing more than fairy tales is actually the way life works when you allow it to. It's magical. It's transformative. Spin your straw into gold. Do not slumber and do not worry. You will find the answers. You will identify the elements that you need to identify that will free you from your fear-based beliefs. And you will not have to give up the precious bond with the child of your being in order to experience the freedom that you deserve to experience in your life. Write those stories. See yourself penning them on paper in a blank book. It is your story, your tale, your magical journey, your process of discovery and profound insight. Allow yourself to live that story, to live in the pages of that book, to illustrate it for yourself in the way that works for you from your imaginational connection to your higher mind, and allow your higher mind to guide you in that tale. For it will always guide you true, guide you to more of yourself, guide you to discover treasures that were heretofore buried and invisible to you, if you are willing to dig more deeply into the treasure chest that you are, and discover the gold that lies within, instead of allowing the brambles to grow up around your castle by slumbering for 100 years. Allow yourself to find your way through and awaken of your own right. Awaken yourselves. Awaken your power. Be alert. Pay attention. Listen to what you're saying and ask yourself if that's what you want to convince yourself is true, or whether you would rather pay attention to a different story than some of the thoughts and sayings that have passed through your lips and your mind in the past. Gather yourselves together and spin yourselves into a golden version of your being that shines forth as a living example to others, so that others may also write their own stories and live their own fairy tales of truth. So that together you can all, side by side, create a new library of books that extends to the heavens, of tales of truth, joy, love, of action, of valor, of creativity, of boldness, stories of power, stories of love, true love, not the false love of someone to rescue you, but the true love of knowing that all of the rescuing can be done within yourself. Awaken in those stories. Breathe them in and let them live within you as you move through life, as you create your life, as you live your life, as you are your life. Breathe it in and exhale like the fiery dragon to burn away the brambles that confine and limit you to living your fullest truth. And inhale the sweet scent of the flowers in the garden that replace the brambles and grow beautiful and bright in the sun, and drink in the beautiful rain and feel the beautiful breeze that carries you on your journey as you tell yourself the new story that is the story of the true you, and then truly live happily ever after. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Drift and dream and go with your flow, because your flow knows exactly where you need to go. with a fresh, clean page and a fresh ink pen to begin to lay down the first letter of the story of the rest of your life from this day forward. And just begin to write. And then live what you've written. Be at peace. Our unconditional love to you all. And we thank you with deep appreciation for sharing our story with us. Together we create a new story for all. Be at peace and welcome home.